Hi. Hi, everybody. Just making sure I can get, that I'm in. Let me step back. Yeah, that should do. Kind of going to be more to one side, so I'm just going to twist this around. Obviously, I've only got this bit of wall. So when I do some of my bits, I'm going to move off to one side. But it was the biggest piece of wall I could find. That's actually a wall. I mean, right, so today is a Bhitti Yoga. Basically means wall yoga. So Bhitti is Sanskrit for wall. We're going to use a chair in a couple of the poses and a block and possibly some straps. So it depends on what you feel you can do without the straps. Now, in terms of the chair is there for a couple of the moves that we're going to do. We're going to actually use the chair completely, but also for some adaptations. The blocks might not be enough. So if you need to adapt the poses, we can use the chair, the height of the chair to do that. And hopefully everybody will be okay with that. So just things fine. Right, it's kind of a mixed bag. Some standing, some twists, and some on the floor. Then towards the end, when we've kind of really stretched and opened up, we're going to be going for getting the legs up the wall, just holding on with our hands, and heading towards doing a headstand with the legs up against the wall. But if you get towards the end and you feel like you can't do the headstand, it's not a problem. It's just a thing that we're going to try at the end. So, first things first. If you just stand up against the wall as if we're doing mountain. I'm calling this plateau mountain. I'm not sure I can fit in there. I'm just going to hold this like this. I'm just going to have our arms out to the side. And now try and get your shoulders, buttocks, calves, arms on the wall. Now you'll have to forgive me if I keep adjusting myself. It's really weird looking at myself on a white background. I feel like everything's really off, and because I'm off center as well, it just feels a bit weird. We're just going to be here. Really pushing those shoulders back. Just close your eyes. Just take in a few deep breaths. Just focus yourself on your practice. Just allow yourself to come to the mat. And be in this place. The outside world has gone, and we're just focused on ourselves and our yoga. Okay. From this position, we're going to take our right arm, extend it up the wall, and then twist our feet round. So our right arm is straight against the wall. Just going to push that shoulder in just for a moment. I'm going to take our left hand, place it over the top of that shoulder, and then drop that right arm down, bringing it out. You're going to have to change it so that the back of your hand is against the wall. You're lifting it up. Lower. Your left hand down and just push out your left. So you're turning towards the center of the room. So you're really stretching out that arm. Now, some people, you might have your arm up there. Some people, your arm might be down here. I have this, your left hand, it's just below the right shoulder. So if we're this way, it's just kind of below where that is on the wall, but along with the elbow up and strong. And then, like I said, we're just twisting and looking over the left. Just gonna hold that. Now turn your hand so that your palm is against the wall. I'm going to move along here. And again, twist more to the left. You get a different kind of stretch. You'll also get a different stretch down the neck. And relax them down. Come back to having your back against the wall. Take the left arm up. Turn round. We're getting a different stretch here. We're still connected with the wall this side. Right arm up, just above the elbow. And then as we drop that arm down, twist it round, come out behind us, and just bring the right arm so it's just under the left shoulder. I'm going to move forward again. And then we're just going to turn again towards the centre of the room. Now you feel a stretch right over the top of your shoulder here. You should feel it just along the neck. And turn our hand around. You'll probably be able to lift your arm up a bit more. In which case, just twist yourself round more towards the centre, if you can. Just look over the right shoulder. Okay, drop your arm back down. Now, this time, we're going to have both of our elbows tucked into our side. We're going to go against the wall. Just going to take a couple of steps back. Actually, maybe I'll do it here so you can see. So if we were here, just your arms bent. So your elbows and your wrists are stacked and your elbow is under the shoulders. Relax the shoulders down. Take one or two small steps back. Come up onto the toes. And just lean forward. You're not touching the wall. You're just getting a slight stretch in the shoulders and across the top. The chest, across your top collarbones. And we're obviously still on our toes. They're almost nose to wall, or if you're well endowed, it'll be breast to wall. Drop your heels down. So our heels are now down on the floor, and then we're just going to come up again onto our toes. And drop the heels down. We're going to do this 10 times with our breath. So we're inhaling and we're exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Nearly there. Inhaling. This is the last 3. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Inhaling. Exhaling. Okay. Just move your hands down just a hand's length. So over here, I can tell by the heat. So we're just moving down. And then we're just going to step back, a big step. And then we're just going to bend over into table. Now, if you want more of a stretch on the legs, you can bring your legs forward a little bit and kind of really go over. But you've got to have a good balance as well, because you're moving your center. But ideally, everything is stacked. So your hips, your knees and your ankle are all in alignment. You bring it down, and your shoulders and your elbows should all be in alignment. So you might need to open your arms out a little bit just to be able to drop down there. And keep that head in position but neutral. So it's nice and relaxed. There's no tension in that neck. And we're going to drop through and bend those arms. So we've now taken that back down even further. You can bend your knees if you need to, or you can stay up here if it's too much. Walk your arms back up the wall. Maybe here. Bring your bum forward. Just bend those elbows down and up. We're going to do this again 10 times, but with the breath. So this time, as we exhale, we're getting closer to the wall. So exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now you might need your elbows out to the side. Your elbows could be here. And if you can't do that, just stay here. Just hold the pose here. If you can keep your heels on the floor, that's good. Keep that bum forward. It's a bit like an in-air push-up. So we're exhaling on the downward motion, inhaling on the upward motion. Remember to keep that bottom tucked. Okay, walk your feet back in slowly. And grab your chair. So just move these bits out of the way. You may also need your block. So what you're going to need to do is try and position your chair so you can get your legs on the wall. And your abdomen is going to go over the middle here. So it might take some adjustment. So we're going to put our bellies on. Just see if you can touch that wall. Yes. Okay. So literally from this position, we're going to lift the left leg up. Just hold it against the wall. And I need to just go back a little bit. I'm pushing my heel towards the wall. Now, if you can get so that your heel is on the wall, that's fine. Now, the leg that is down, you can't really see my foot, or you can just about see it. Your toes are kind of ballerina pointed. And your toe is on the floor. We're really engaging on that back leg. Now, this might be a bit hard on the arms. So you can grab a block. I've got a block here. And you can lean on your block, so with your arms bent, or with your arms straight. That will also give you a bit of a bend in the back. Or if you lower the block and do it with the arms straight, you get a slightly less bend in the back. But it might be more supportive on the arms. So whatever works, whatever's right for you. But all the time we're doing this, you are pushing that leg in towards the wall. Now again, if this is too much, just lower the leg down, just have it lower. You can't see it, put it there, but have it lower so that you're not putting so much tension through the hips. Okay. Relax that leg down. Place it next to the right, and we're just going to go the other side. And we're really pushing that heel towards the wall. If it feels a bit tight, just try relaxing the leg down, or if it's not painful or it's a tight that you're liking, just focus your breathing in that area. Really kind of opens up around the front of the hips, and it also stretches out your quadriceps at the front. Okay, relax that leg back down. Just ease forward a little bit so that your hips, just the edges of your hips are on the chair. Your arms are still on the floor. I know you can't see my hands, but they're literally just like this on the floor. And again, my wrist is under my elbow, which is under my shoulder. And when I get into position, I drop the head, drop the shoulders, make sure everything's okay. And just walk both legs up. Now, if this is too strong, just bend those knees and point the toes. That's fine. Or like me, your chair keeps moving. Just focus on that breathing. Drop those legs down. Just relax those arms. Curl over the chair for just a minute. And allow your head to become loose. We're going to go onto our backs on the chair. So we come up. Oh. And my chair's moving, so I'm just putting it on the edge of my mat so it doesn't slip because I've got wooden floors. If you just sit literally with the edge of your buttocks on the chair and then lean back, you then move yourself along so that your middle of your back is on the chair. So you can see some, like, just, it's literally just at the bottom edge of my shoulders. Take your toes out and point them towards the ceiling. So we're trying to get the feet flat. And then with your arms, you can either, if this is too much of a stretch on the neck, you can either hold your head up like this so you're supporting yourself, or you can relax them to the side if you like this stretch, or you can just have them here, resting on you, down by your side, whatever works. But if you don't mind the stretch along here, over the neck and the collarbones, then you can just stay like this. Just relax those arms out. Again, we're pushing the toes into the wall. Take a few breaths. I'm going to take the left. I'm just going to sweep it to the side, just as far as you can go. Just hold that there. Now try and keep both soles of your feet against the wall, and try and keep everything in line. And try and keep both knees as straight as you possibly can. But if that's too much, you can bend this knee. I mean, obviously, if this is too much for you, you can just sit up on your chair and just have your legs rested against the wall. So your back would be against here, your buttocks would be on this bit, and you just have your legs out and against the wall. If you are okay, we're just here. So these are my 3 o'clock legs. Am I doing whatever they want arms? Just slowly bring that leg back up. And we're going to do the same with the right. Now I've run out of wall, so I'm going to have to hold mine down there. Keep my toes out. Try and keep everything else in alignment. It's weird with no wall. That's it. I've got my 3 o'clock legs again. I've got my whatever I'm doing with my arms. My face is going a lovely colour of, lots of blood rushing towards my head. I'm just going to focus on my breathing. Just a couple of more breaths here. Bring that leg up. And then lift your head if it's down. Just hold it here. I know I've got my back to you, so I do apologise, but just hold your head here because you're probably going to feel a rush. So you don't want to move too quickly. And then we're going to drop one leg down. Drop the next leg down. And then slowly come back up onto our chair. I'm going to just move my chair. I'm going to just move my chair just so that you guys can see what I'm going to do next. So the position I was talking about before was, if you were there, was just having your legs up like this against the wall. It's kind of similar to what we're going to do now, but if you just take your chair just a little bit forward so that when you put your legs up against the wall, they have to be bent. Otherwise, you can't get your legs. So all 4 chair legs are on the floor, and these legs are bent. So I'm going to go forward a bit more. My back is supported. I've got a big stretch going on. And then I'm just going to separate my legs. Hold on to the front of your chair. Now you can take your legs as wide as you can go. Now obviously I've run out of space either side. I think if we do wall yoga again, I really need to think about where I'm going to do it. Maybe I have to do it against the fence in the garden. And all I want you to do is hold on to the front of the chair. Just rest your head gently backwards. We're not going all the way. We're not going all the way here. We're just bringing it back so you start to feel a bit of a stretch in those shoulders. Now, if this is too much on the neck and the arms, just release them down. Just hold on to the knees. That's fine. Okay, then we're going to bring the feet in. Chair may move, so be careful. Just going to cross the right one over the left. Try again to keep all 4 chair legs on the floor, but get both feet. It might be easier if I so you can see. Try not to leave footprints all over the wall. But try and have both feet so that the soles are against the wall. And this time, just hold on to those knees and drop your head forward. We're just going to take about 4 breaths in this position, and then we're going to swap our legs over and do another 4 breaths. So I'm going to uncurl my legs because I've done my 4 breaths. And I'm just going to lift the left over the right. See, I've got more give the other way around. I can't quite get my left foot against the wall. Okay, let your arms down. And then we're just going to drop our legs down to the floor. Now we're going to remove our chair. Just going to move this over here. So I won't really need it now unless I'm going to use it for any adaptation. So I will show you if I do those. So I'm probably going to I'll do the next lot this way because we're going to be on our feet and then against the wall. So what we're going to do, you stretch your arm out so that your palm is facing the wall, and then just walk in so that you've got a nice amount of space between you and the wall. And everything is in line. Everything seems to be in line. Keeping this elbow as straight as you can. We're going to take the right leg, just going to step it behind us. And then the left leg, we're just going to step it forward. So I've got like a twisted triangle going on. And then your buttocks may be back on the wall. What we're going to do is just lean in to this arm. This one out to the side. and down. Bend the knee that's at the front. Bring your back leg in, so you're standing up again. Twist on the spot. Just lift this leg so that you're touching that wall. Push yourself out. Now, if you're super bendy and you can get your leg up there and your arm up there, well done. I'm not that flexible. I can't get over my leg that much. So wherever you are, you should feel a stretch all the way down the back. So this is really good as well for the sciatic nerve. Just stay here. Slipping down the wall. And then relax that leg. Turn back round. Drop your arm down. This time, we're going to go, I don't know if you guys remember half moon, just to the side. So this is kind of a revolved half moon. So we're going to lift our leg up. That's the walk out with this foot. So you can get this one straight. Now it may be here, maybe up here. This is where the chair comes in. Because you might need the chair. So for example, it's here. So you may need the chair to lean on. Because what we're going to do, I'll move it now. So we're going to go over, do you remember? Into the half moon. Now if you can't be in that position, just get your chair, just lean on your chair. Lean on here. Try and stack everything. Or bend your knees a little bit if you need to. That's fine. If you are stacked, she says, and your arm is down, then we're twisting up. Now the point of the wall is to help you hold that leg in that position. So like me, where I'm too far away, my foot is slipping when I'm going to try and get down. So I'm just moving in a little bit, just to get the support of the wall. And I'm going to drop down, I'm going to lift up. And then come up, because you've probably been there for ages. Relax that leg down. Oh, that is strong on that thigh. Okay. We're going to go back the other way. I don't have a wall, so I'm going to go this way. So, left arm is out. Arm against the wall. Can't really see my head. It's head or feet that's missing. Nicely stood up. Position. We're going to take the left leg back and across, and then just walk that right leg forward. Lean. And stretch this arm out if you want. And again, if this is too much, just bend front knee. Make sure your neck is nice and relaxed and your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Okay. And when you're ready, walk this leg back a bit. Bring this leg across, up onto the wall. And if you can, hold on to the wall. Can't really see me. I'll do it this way. If you can, hold on to the wall. Your leg is down here. You're holding on to the wall. That's fine. I'm going to need to paint my walls again. Oh, God. I'm slipping down my wall. I've got yoga socks coming soon, so hopefully this won't happen. Or I'm just going to build up the strength in my legs and then it won't happen anyway. Right, okay, so drop down if you're still in that position. And then we're going to do the revolved half moon. Unfortunately, I've got no wall that side, so I'm going to do it without a wall, she says. So you're nice and strong. Your leg is up on the wall, shoulders around, your right arm comes down to the floor. Your left goes up. You're twisting. So I feel, considering I've got no wall, I'm doing better than I've done for a long time in this position. So something's working. And that's the whole point, it's our journey together. And don't forget, if you need the chair to lean on so you're here, that's fine. I'll just lean on the wall. Okay, and then relax down. Come back up to standing. Oh, that's nice. Just bring those legs up in front of you. Okay. Bring it back to the wall again. Bring your feet one step forward and drop down the wall until, go this way. So your knees and your ankles are stacked. And if you can, your knees and your hips are in line. You've got kind of a nice right angle going on there. Place your hands on your knees. Now you can bring your legs hip width apart. Hands on the knees. And we're just going to be here. Now this is really strong on the knees. So if this is too much, come back up the wall a bit. Bring the legs in. And just bend a little. Have more, just an ever so slight. You don't want the knees too far over the ankles because you're going to cause yourself a problem. So still try and stack them, but the bend is not so much. So you won't feel it so much in the knees, but you'll probably still feel it here. Okay, so a couple of deep breaths. Breathe into those legs. Breathe in that relaxation. Oh, breathe out that tension in those legs. Breathe in. Breathe out that tension. One more big breath. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe it out. Slowly walk your way back up the wall. Straighten those legs. And just lean forward. Might need to lift your bum up the wall. Just hold on to your ankles. Okay, now from this position, this next pose is a really strong pose as well. So you may need the chair to help you support. I'll bring the chair in a minute and show you. Now, if you're a runner or you do a lot of exercises, that means your quadriceps have to be strong. they actually start to shorten. So you don't have as much give in them as you think you might have. They're stronger, but they're not as stretchy as we'd like them to be. Now I have this issue because I do a lot of running, so my quads are really tight. So the next pose is a really good pose to do if you have tight quads or if you're a runner, just to help to stretch them out as well as having them strong. So it's called the King Arthur pose. But because obviously we're against the wall, we're going to do a slight twist on it. So we'll see if we can do the King Arthur pose as it is, and if we're really struggling, which I know I will because I've been practicing this for years, but these quadriceps just don't want to be able for me to get up properly. You'll see in a minute. We'll do that and then we'll take the twist. So if you come down, so you've got both feet here, you come down onto your left knee. Yes, the wall is behind me. And slide your foot down the wall. Now bring your right leg out. I want you to walk it out a bit so that your knee is over your ankle. Now like this doesn't feel too bad. I can still feel the stretch down my quad, but it's not too bad. I'm just going to grab my chair because, sorry, now I need to, the only problem with non-slip mats. Now, actually, this is the twist that we're going to be doing in a minute anyway. So if you need the chair, you can lean on the chair like this to keep you in place. But what we're trying to do is to get ourselves up. So we're sat. Now I can feel this. I can't stay up there long because I can really feel that in my quadriceps. And if I try and stay up there for too long, it will actually cause damage to my muscle. So I'm going to bring my chair in. I'm going to lean on it here. And in actual fact, I'm bringing it a bit more. I'm just going to sit up here, resting on this leg with my arms bent. That's as far as I can go. I'm going to take 4 breaths. And then you can either just grab your foot. So you're grabbing your left foot with your right hand and stay here. Or you can drop that arm down so it's in line with the right foot, fingers facing away. And then you're opening up your shoulders. And again, that's a tight pull on those quads. So if you're really feeling it, just relax out of there. Maybe just stay leaning forwards like this. Because coming down the front there, that's really, really hard. That's your arm. Now you're going to bring this leg back. Oh. Bring this knee down. So you're on your knees. Just rest there. Just drop down. Just relaxing those quads. So we're going to go again. Now, some people find it easier to bring their leg up and run it down, and then bring their other leg forward. But you have to be quite flexible in order to do that. So other people find it easier to have the knee up. I've got this knee up now. Lean forward. And then bring that foot back. Now stacked. Even in this position, on this side, this for me is tight. I'm not actually able to stay like this for very long. I had problems with this leg years ago. This is staying tight, but if you are able to come up, you can chair it all the way up if you can. I can't. So I'm going to bring my chair back in. This time I have to lean a little lower than I did before. But that's okay. You know, it's each side of your body is slightly different, and you've got to work with what you've got. Okay, we're going to drop one arm down. Drop the right arm down so it's in line with the left foot, and then we're going to twist and grab, lift those shoulders. Put the arm down. Bring that left foot back, so you're on your knee. Bring this one forward. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? Drop down. And this time, if you've got the chair there, just move it out of the way. Just drop into child's pose, just for a few minutes. And then we're going to go kind of onto the floor with some of our positions now. Okay. So, now that our legs are shattered, we'll put a bit of extra work in our arms again. This time we're going to do it seated on the floor, and then we're going to go back to the legs, and then we'll go to Shavasana. So, bring your right foot and have the sole of your foot up against the wall. Your left leg is going to come over, and either have your toes pointing in the same direction, so your feet, if you can see, both facing this way, or that leg's facing there. I'm going to keep mine like this. I'm going to hug my left leg with my right arm, and then I'm going to take my left arm, and I'm going to stretch it and walk it behind me. So I'm twisting my side of the body. Now try and sit up nice and tall. Twist it around. Now if this is too strong, just have the legs here, and then just put your arm next to you. You don't have to go for the full twist, because you have to remember, you're trying to twist but stay up as upright as you can. Okay, relax out of that one. We go the other side. So this time, left foot is against the bottom of the wall. Your right leg comes over. You're going to hug the opposite arm. So this is your right leg over the top, left arm. And you can either stay here, with just your arm up here, or stretch it out, walk it around, trying to stay up. That's the secret. And twist that body. I can feel myself falling. So if you do need something behind you or underneath your buttocks to keep you up, that's fine. And I'm going to relax anyway. So we're relaxing down. Now, these next lot are going to be on our back. And actually, we're going to go from this. We're going to try a headstand if people want. So we're just going to do a few more on our legs, and then I'm going to go into a headstand or try anyway. So, bring your legs up the wall and walk, if you can, your buttocks in. I'm sure there's got to be an easier way to do this. Get your buttocks as close to the wall as you can. I think I'm almost there. Yeah. And then straighten those legs. Now, you can have your hands out to the side. Obviously, I can't do that. So to avoid me being super stretched on one side, on my shoulders, I'm just going to have my hands here. But again, you can do that. You may also, like a pillow under your neck, or you can have a bolster underneath the buttocks or a cushion here to hold you up. And that also, if you straighten those legs out in here, it also relieves some of the pressure through the thighs. Just over here. Take your left leg, bring it across the right knee, and then just push. So just have it just underneath, and just push that knee towards the wall. Relax that leg. Here we go, the other side. And obviously I don't have enough space, so I'm just going to cross my leg over a little bit more. Just push that out. Trying to keep the shoulders on the floor. I'm trying to keep everything on the straight leg in line, and the hips square to the floor. So it's just this knee that you're moving. Now if this, obviously, again, if these poses are too much, just leave it like this. Or just come like this. This is all you can manage with your arms out or your arms are in. You're still going to be getting a stretch, just in a slightly different way. Just adapt it to however you need it. Now, we're going to run over anyway. There's a few poses that I'm not going to do tonight, which we can do on a later session. But the last one kind of on our back that I do want to do. You've still got your bum against the wall, which is good. You just walk your legs to the side. Oh, obviously mine here. My radiator's here. And then just bring them out. Try and keep your shoulders on the floor. Just bring your legs down. And you might not be able to have both shoulders on the floor and have your legs on the floor and have this big twist going on. So if your legs, say for example, are here, and then your shoulders are still on the floor, and then you go a bit further and your shoulders come up, just stay there. The reason for the strap is you can put the strap around, hold those legs in place. That will help to take any tension off. But if you are down here, hold it there. And even look in the opposite direction to your legs. Bring your legs back up, so slowly walking your legs up. Yes, we're going to go the other way. So I'm actually going to move. I'm going to twist my whole body. And then I'm going to slowly walk my legs down. Again, I'll run out of wall. I'm keeping both my shoulders on the floor. My legs would be about here. Now I'm going to look in the opposite direction. So from wherever you are, slowly walk your legs back up the wall, my invisible wall. Just take 2 deep breaths here. So 2 deep breaths. And then we're going to roll over. So we're coming onto our hands and knees. Hopefully you're still on the mat. Hopefully you've still got a wall behind you. We're going to go into a downward dog. Okay. Now, wanting our downward dogs to be nice and strong. So your arms are slightly wider than your shoulders. And it's almost like you're leaning back but up at the same time. Now, the only caveat to this is you need to be doing it so that your feet are touching the wall. So when your feet are touching the wall, or the heel of your feet is against the wall, you're in the right position. So you may need to walk yourself backwards or forwards whilst you're in downward dog. But it will become evident why in a second. Now these poses are really, really, really strong on the arms. So if your shoulders are really sore, or your neck is aching, or you feel that it's just going to be too much, please do not attempt it. Just do a downward dog, and then you can come down and do some cat-cows, or just stretch out in a big sleeping swan. But if you're okay, you're happy to do it. So we're going to come up and walk my feet forwards so that my heels against there. Lift my top up. And then from this position, I'm going to walk my feet up the wall. Bring your right leg forward, 2 breaths. Back up. Left leg forward, 2 breaths. Back up. And walk your feet down. Drop them down, come down to your knees. And just relax. I need to build up my shoulder and arm strength, I think. Okay. Now the last thing to try, if you wish, before Shavasana is the headstand. So you may want a cushion, you may not. It's completely up to you. I'll do it that way. Now you don't want the cushion right against the wall because you're going to need some space for your legs to swing over. Maybe a foot and a bit away. Hands either side of the cushion. Pop your head on. But again, if you've got neck problems, this is probably not the one for you to do. Or even shoulder issues. May not be the one for you to do because it's really strong. It is the last pose before Shavasana. Please don't do it if you think you're going to hurt yourself. Really don't want anybody getting hurt. So if you do have existing neck problems, I wouldn't suggest trying it. Okay. Cushions there, arms are there, head goes down. And we're going to, you can't see me, but we're going to push up through the legs as if we're doing a head down, downward dog. And then we're going to swing up and over. Few breaths. One leg out, 2 breaths. Another leg out, 2 breaths. And then slowly down. Knees down. Back to triangle pose. Come up. And we're going to just drop down for a quick Shavasana because we've already run over. Let's get your pillows, your blankets. One's over here. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm very warm after that one. So I'm definitely using my blanket for Shavasana. Well, actually, it's not mine, it's Hayden's. Okay, get yourself nice and comfy. Just relax. Try and stretch that neck a little bit. Just because we've done a lot of work. Really engage those muscles tonight. Take a couple of steadying breaths. So breathe in deeply. And just hold it for 2 seconds and then release. And again, nice deep breath in. Hold it for 2 seconds and then release. Allow your breath to return to normal. Do a quick scan of your body. Notice if there's anywhere that has added tension, stress, anywhere that feels a bit tender, feels like it might need a little bit extra TLC. Kind of almost as if your body wishes you could get inside and give it a hug. Wipe its tears and clean its scraped knees. When you've noticed all those areas that may need that extra attention, just direct your breath energy into those areas. If any thoughts pop into your mind, just acknowledge the fact that they're there. Just allow them to drift past, almost as if you're on a train and just watching them sail past. Remember to release the jaw. Okay, slowly becoming aware of your body. Wiggle those toes. Wiggle your fingers. Do a few rotations, your wrists and your ankles. And slowly bring those knees up to your chest. Just give yourself a nice hug. Roll over onto your side. Put your hands under your cheek. Just take a couple of breaths here. Slowly come up into seated. Your eyes closed. Hands together. Thumbs to your heart center. Pop a little smile on your face. Slowly blink those eyes open. So if you haven't got a smile on your face, hopefully my scraggy hair will put a smile on your face. But on my heart, to yours, namaste. Now, I know it was a very short Shavasana, so I am really sorry about that. But we kind of overrun on the poses. Like I said, there was a few that I didn't do. I just don't want to keep everybody around for too long. So, I love you all, and I will speak to you later. See you on the next one.